Hare Krishna. My dear friends, I would like to start off by telling you all a story. This story is of a businessman. This businessman would go from one town to another town and do his business. He would sell goods and make money. So he used to take a break in between the two towns, sit down, have his lunch in a forest kind of a place, and after he would complete his lunch, he would go for a nap. And how he would take a nap was he would rest his back on the trunk of a tree. So one day, this person wanted to take a break. He rested his back on the trunk of a tree and slept off. But this person did not notice that this trunk of a tree had two holes. And in one hole stayed Mr. Snake, and in another hole stayed Mr. Rat. It was the snake. He wanted to come out. It was time for it to come out. He wanted to come out and he saw that, oh, my way is blocked. So he bit this person really hard. This person screamed out in pain, oh, who bit me? Who bit me? And the snake went inside and this rat came out. And he thought that it was this rat who bit him. And he was really upset with this rat. He took a stone and hit the rat with complete force. This rat was in deep pain. He went inside the hole and started to cry. After he had wiped off his tears, he began to think, why did this person hit me? He hit me for no reason. This is not fair. This is not done. Now I'm going to bite this person. I'm going to bite this person so hard, he's going to remember for the rest of his life. So the rat came out and bit this person really hard. And this person was again in great pain. It was excruciating. And he just turned around to see who is the creature who bit him. And as this person turned, the rat went inside and the snake came out. And this person, the moment he saw the snake, he just dropped dead. He dropped dead instantaneously. So now, my dear friends, I would like to ask you a question. Who killed this person? Who actually killed him? Let's just analyze. I'll give you some options. A, was it the angry rat who killed this person? Or B, is it the poisonous snake who killed this person? Or is it C, 50-50, both of them together killed this person? Or D, none of these? Yes, please ponder, please think, and you're right. Yes, you're right. Well, nobody dies of a rat bite. And well, even if a snake is poisonous, it takes quite some time for the poison to spread in the body of a person. Yes, so the person cannot die instantly. So it has to be something else. And what is that something else? My dear friends, this entity that killed this person is called the mind. M-I-N-D, mind. Now, we all have this mind. And our mind has 60 to 70,000 thoughts every single day. Whew, that's huge. And let me tell you one thing. We need our mind to perform any task, any particular activity. And we find that moment we start a particular action, yes, we start an activity and yes, the mind is there for quite some time. Then after that, the mind just goes somewhere else. And the mind goes somewhere else. And we start to believe, well, this activity is not that important. It is that activity which is important. Then when we start pursuing that activity, we are there for quite some time. And after that, again, poof, the mind goes off somewhere else. And then we leave that activity, we drop it, we do something else. And when we are doing this activity, we feel somewhat guilty as well that, oh, I've been doing this activity for quite some time, but there's some activity number 4 which is pending, or rather these first 2 activities are pending. So I think that, well, I need to switch back to this activity. And then we do this activity at hand very half-heartedly, or we rather call it mindlessly. Yes? So we are not very effective in that because you are physically somewhere, but you are mentally somewhere else. And as the saying goes, you are where your mind is. Again, it's the mind. So my dear friends, all we are trying to analyze here is that we are unable to fix our mind in one particular place. Yes, that fixity, that focus, that is something which is missing. Let's look at the power of focus. How many of you ever tried this in your life? You've tried this particular experiment. There is a blazing sun at the top. There's a paper that we have in our hand, and there we have a magnifying glass. Yes, have you ever tried this? I've done this plenty of times in my childhood. We try to get the rays of the sun focused through this magnifying glass to burn this paper, right? And exactly as we ensure that the sun rays passes through that magnifying glass and there's a matching of the focal point, right? And the focal point is the exact place where it's coinciding with the place where there's the paper, we can find that these sun rays which go through this magnifying glass have a potency to burn that paper. Of course, you just put a paper underneath the sun, well, there's nothing really going to happen there. But the power of focus is when you take a magnifying glass and put it on the focal point, that's where the sun rays gets focused on the piece of paper and it burns the paper. That is the power of focus, my dear friends. And this particular focus is what missing. This is what, that particular focus is missing in our life, my dear friends. That's missing. So our mind has potential power, just like the sun rays. It's a potential power. But when the mind is not trained, yes, the mind is not trained, at that particular point, it doesn't have the ability to burn the paper. Yes, to really nail a task. It doesn't have.